Okay, so now we're going to focus on factoring with leading coefficients, but they're going to be prime leading coefficients. So let's look at our first example. These are going to take a little bit longer, and I'm going to put a second video up here if you want to see some extra examples. And it'll be somebody else explaining it, so I think you might like that too. Well, I have to take into account the fact that this is a 2x squared, which means I can't just have x and x. I'm going to have x and 2x in my parentheses. So I have to take that 2x and that 1x into account when I put this. I'm going to take my 18, I'm going to do exactly what I did before. 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. But now I'm going to crisscross the numbers. You're going to run a right end all out. You don't have to write them all out. Some of you are going to be able to do this in your head more. But I'm going to take the 3 and the 6, the 2 and the 9, and the 18 and the 1 and flip-flop them, because here's what I'm going to be looking at here. I'm going to ask myself, well, this is 2 and this is 18. Did they add up to this 15 that I need? No. This is 4 and this is 9. That didn't work. This is 6 and this is 6. That didn't work. That's 12. And that's 3, because 2x times 6 is 12x. And 1x times 3 is 3x. That explains where my 15x came from. That's that middle term. That's that front term that we have right here, that coefficient. So now, here's what I have to figure out. I want 2x times 6. Well, if you think back before when we did our distribution, whatever was here, we multiplied it by the back term. That's one of the things that we did. Since I want 2x times 6, I'm going to put my 6 right there. We multiplied these together. Since I want the 1x times the 3, I put the 3 right there. This positive sign tells me that they're the same sign. This tells me that they're both positive. And now you factored it. Let's check out a second example. Let's look at a different example here. So we're going to look at 3x squared minus 26x. We're still going to focus on a positive number in the back. We'll focus on negative a little bit later in the week. I know because this is a 3x squared, and there's only one way to get to 3 because it's a prime number. The only way to get there is 3 times 1. So I'm going to make my list. 3x and 1x. I'm going to take my 16 and break it down. 1 and 16. 2 and 8. 4 times 4. But remember, I'm going to flip-flop them so I can see all my different combinations, because I don't know if I'm multiplying by 3x or 1x. And now I'm going to focus on the idea that I want 26. I'm not so worried about the negative sign right now, but I want 26. 3 times 1 and 1 times 16, not going to give me 26. It gives me 19. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 8 is 8. That gives me 14. Doesn't help me yet. I keep going down my list. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. Not going to work. It's going to give me 16. 3x times 8 is 24. 1x times 2. So this is the combination I want, because 3x times 8 is 24. And 1x times 2 is 2x. There's my 26. And that's what I've been focusing on to getting. Again, I want 3x times 8. So the 8's going to go here. I want 1x times 2. So the 2's going to go here. The signs are going to match. They're going to be the same sign. And since it's a negative 26, they're both going to be minus signs. So this thing's going to factor into 3x minus 2, x minus 8. I'm going to put a different video up with somebody else explaining it, slightly different way. You decide which one you like best. If you have any questions, please reach out to me.